Maybe Vanity Fair didn't expose Kathleen Kennedy, but Kathleen Kennedy did expose herself. Oh, you think I'm lying? Well, check this out. It says right here, Kathleen Kennedy says Solo Bomb was a learning lesson. We can't recast Star Wars fan favorites. Yeah. Maverick persona, ultimately, Solo made less than any other live-action Star Wars movie at the box office upon release. This is Kathleen Kennedy words. There should be moments along the way when you learn things. Producer Kennedy recently told Vanity Fair. Now it does seem so abundantly clear that we can't do that. Kathleen Kennedy, you dumb freaker. You was better off doing the origin story of the black guy running in the background of Empire Strikes Back with the ice cream maker. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Vader J, back like I left something, and I'm glad you're here. Yes, I'm glad you're here. And Vanity Fair just dropped some bombs on Star Wars fans and casual fans alike. And I'm gonna let you know which shows are gonna be dope and which shows are going to be absolute trash. And we're gonna be making fun of Kathleen Kennedy, Dave Filoni, and all those type of people. But I do truly believe out there are going to be some dope shows coming up. But the letdowns have been so extreme with Star Wars, I don't even know what to freak to think no more, because Boba Fett was absolute trash. But before we get into that, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and make sure to hit that notification bell. Because when you hit that notification bell, it makes your boy Vader J feel oh so good and oh so swell. Yeah, and this is very important. This is what you must do on my videos. From the beginning all the way to the end, watch those joints, because that helps me 1,000 times over in the YouTube algorithm. You don't know how much that helped me in the algorithm. So please continue watching all the way to the end, because I'm going to make a fool of myself for you. Also, right there, where the dislike and like button is at, make sure to hit that super thanks button, because I'm going to start shouting people out that send me super thanks, like Mark with a C, and my other friends too. Appreciate you so much. $2 is all I need to get things cracking and shaking on the Vader J Show. That's all I ask for you. It's just $2, and I appreciate it greatly. Thank you so much to my memberships, and thank you so much out there to my Patreons. You guys have been freaking fantastic. Now let's get into the Star Wars Vanity Fair news. Now, in the Vanity Fair news, I peeped it out. It came out of nowhere. You know, the anticipation is growing because Kenobi is about to come out. Now, I feel like this is going to be some agenda type stuff. I feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi is not going to be about Kenobi. It's not going to be the focus. The focus is going to be about Reva, the Inquisitor, Sith, whatever lady. Okay, to my Star Wars fans out there, my hardcore people, I should be more specific out there. The Sith Inquisitor is going to be about the Sith Inquisitor. You know how it is. It's all about the representation, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But they had some other shows that they spoke about. We're going to get into it. We're going to check out this article. Thank you from Cosmic Book News. It says right here, Star Wars details, Obi-Wan, Andor, the Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and Acolyte more. A promotional article is published by Vanity Fair that goes over Disney and Lucasfilm's new and upcoming Star Wars projects. I can already tell you off the gate that Andor show is going to be absolute trash, but I'm going to still give it a chance. Let's check it out right here. It says, Obi-Wan Kenobi details. The article states The series will be tracking the character 10 years into his time on the desert world of Tatooine, where he serves as a distant guardian to young Luke Skywalker and is haunted by a dark side inquisitor named Reva, played by the Queen's Gambit, Moses Ingram. Nothing against Moses Ingram. I'm pretty sure she's going to do a dope job. And I know a lot of people out there are saying, Fatal J, you are an absolute hater when it comes to Star Wars, because look how you hated on the Boba Fett show. I'm sorry to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, but Boba Fett was absolute trash. So trash they had to bring a whole cast of legendary characters. Even Mando himself took over the freaking show. This woman here, she's going to take over the show, because it is not too much you can do with Kenobi and Darth Vader without messing up George Lucas' lore. Now, I know what you're going to say out there as well. Now, it's not about George Lucas and his thing no more. Well, that's totally disrespectful. I understand this is a new Disney Star Wars, but I don't give a freak. You pay respect to the man, George Lucas. Let's continue. It says, for me, across the prequels to the original trilogy, this is Deborah Chow talking about the show, Kenobi show, the director. For me, across the prequels, though, through the original trilogy, there's a love story dynamic with these two that goes through the whole thing, Chow said. I felt like it was quite hard to not include the person who left Kenobi in such anguish in this series, talking about Darth Vader. I don't know how you could not. I don't think he will not care about him. What's special about that relationship is that they loved each other. Deborah Chow, this how I know the show was going to be in danger. Did you forget about this scene right here? Yeah, that's what I'm pretty much saying. These freakers, it was a totally different ball game. Anakin hates Obi-Wan right now. At this point in time. That's why the eyes started turning different colors. He started looking crazy. He had hate flowing through him. Like Palpatine says, good. That was actually a serious point in the movie, but I laughed hysterically when I seen it. Let's continue to the next show. The next show is going to be Andor, which I think is going to be absolutely trash. But I'm still going to give it a chance. Let's read what the synopsis is all about from Vanity Fair. It says, details revealed about the Andor Disney Plus series is that it will be released late this summer and explores Andor's backstory, revealing what drew him into a galactic rebellion and how he evolved from a self-serving nihilist into a selfless martyr. Diego Luna returns from Rogue One and described Andor as a refugee story with desperate people fleeing the Empire at the full force of its power. Now, this is the thing right here about the Andor show. This falls into the realm of the Solo movie. No one asked for a Han Solo movie. No one asked about an origin story. Nobody is asking about Andor. That was the least likely guy that I wanted to see an origin story about. I wanted to see something about, if we're going to take Rogue One, give us the Donnie Yen character, the blind guy that was kicking everybody's butt throughout the show. Give us a show about him. Let's see a show about him where he was meddling with the Force or whatever, because it was clear that he was Force sensitive in the show. And I don't care what you freakers say, talking about he wasn't Force sensitive. That freaker was Force sensitive. Them bullets were flying right at him. Either them stormtroopers or they can't shoot just like people say they can't, or this mother freaker was blocking that with the Force. I don't care what you say, but Andor is going to be absolute trash. I'm just keeping it real, and we're going to hop into the Vanity Fair news about Mandalorian 3. Let's check that out. It says right here with Mandalorian 3, it's also mentioned that Mandalorian Season 3 will drop in late 22 or early 2023, and that reignites Pedro Pascal, helmeted gunfighter with his little green ward, you know who. I'm going to tell you like this, Jon Favreau was going to kill it. It's nothing really need to be said. That's their star show. That's their flagship show. When it comes to Disney, they're killing it. Jon Favreau know what the fans want. He know the cool factor. They're going to kill it. Dope that they brought back Grogu, even though I thought Grogu was going to leave, but it's dope that he's back. It's going to be good. let's go to the next show that they talked about. They talked about Ahsoka. It is said Rosario Dawson Ahsoka is hunted on Imperial Grand Admiral named Thrawn, who vanished into deep space at the conclusion of the animated Rebel series, is likely to be explored further, although plot details are still being tightly held. They're doing too much. Thrawn, I think Thrawn should, well, that might work. I'm going to tell you why it might work. Because Thrawn could be the Thanos factor. And I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can hate me for this. But they're building up Star Wars just like the Marvel Universe. They're trying to have it all connected. And I believe Thrawn is going to be the big bad baddie. Thrawn is an absolutely dope character in the lore. I hope Disney doesn't mess it up. So Rosario Dawson, she's dope. She's a very dope actress, a seasoned actress. So I'm very interested to see how that goes. So having Thrawn in there could be absolutely epic dope, or it could be absolutely lame and doing too much. Let's continue. It says a lot of those characters, and we're talking about the Acolyte. The Acolyte, it's noted the Acolyte is slightly further off and is set during the Galaxy High Republic era, about a century before the era of the Skywalkers and 100 years before the Phantom Menace. Now, the Acolyte is supposed to be a show about a Sith person, pretty much. And I think it's going to be about a girl Sith, and that's all we know. Let's continue. A lot of those characters haven't been born yet. We're taking a look at the political and personal and spiritual things that came up in a time period that we don't know much about. My question when watching The Phantom Menace was always like, well, did things get to this point? How did things get to this point? How did we get to a point where a Sith Lord can infiltrate the Senate and none of the Jedi pick up on it? Like, what went wrong? What are the scenarios that led us to this moment, says Headland. Now, this show is going to be written and showrun by Leslie Headland. Leslie Headland, she's all about the agendas and all about all that stuff that people pretty much hate out there. And she's going to be over the show. The show, I always wanted a Sith show, but knowing that she's going to be over it, it's probably going to be stupid. I'll give it a try because I love the Sith. I love the Sith culture. I love lightsabers. So we'll see how it go, man. But Leslie Headland has a chin made out of steel. And having a woman chin look exactly like that, I'm sorry. It makes me a little bit skeptical. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it real, man. It just has me skeptical about a few things. Her chin is stronger than mine. Let's continue. This is the finisher right here. It says Taika Waititi, Rose Squadron, Kevin Feige, Rian Johnson details regarding new Star Wars movies. It said the Taika Waititi film will likely arrive first. I hate that. The Patty Jenkins Star Wars Rose Squadron is again said to be still happening, but is further off. The thing about that, when you put things in Patty Jenkins' hands, it tends to go bad. Wonder Woman 2 is the example. Let's continue. When asked if it is true that Marvel Studio President Kevin Feige will produce a Star Wars film, Kathleen Kennedy replied, I would love to see what movie he might come up with, but right now, no, there isn't anything specifically. Thank you. I do not want to see that. Kennedy also confirms the new Star Wars trilogy from Rian Johnson that was announced 5 years ago has been backburned, and that means it will never see the light of day. You guys, let me know what you think about all this. Is this too much? Will Disney Star Wars fail, or will Disney Star Wars get better? After reading all that, the only thing that really just got me hyped up is that Rian Johnson will never touch Star Wars again. I'm pretty sure of it because he destroyed Star Wars franchise single-handedly. You guys, let me know what you think. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell, because when you hit that notification bell, it makes your boy Vader J feel oh so good and oh so swell. I'm out of here. Ninja vanish.